risen body. You rose up by that water, part of that body. And the one that you live in, that sin nature, I mean, you done buried that sin in your flesh, it and sin in it as dead as the Messiah substituted, in other words. So his risen body is now, it is to your conscience. To your conscience is supposed to be. To your conscience, and you see sin nature and control it. To your conscience, that body is your body. And as you control your action, rejoicing in the Messiah by the power of the Holy Spirit, control your action by the power of the Holy Spirit, you carry no condemnation, no condemnation. Water baptism is the answer of a good conscience. One of the most crucial points in learning to walk in the power of the Spirit and walk in righteous living is to understanding that sin nature is dead and removing condemnation, that the conscience may be free and one may rejoice in the salvation in the Messiah and the freedom of conscience. Understanding that the Messiah died instead of man dying for the shortcoming Ten Commandment laws and the knowledge of good and evil. And as I had stated, that the purpose of the Messiah's death was not just for man's sin acts by the Old Testament Ten Commandments and the law and the knowledge of good and evil to pay for man's sin acts by the law and the knowledge of good and evil. But he also died substituting for the source of man's sin acts, the source from which man acts out sin from his nature within. Man is born in sin and shaped in iniquity. The Messiah came to destroy that, to the condemnation of sin nature, which entices, condemns and entices man into sin acts. Even when Adam and Eve ate from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, not only did the knowledge of good and evil show wrong and the sin lust in the body, but the knowledge of good and evil showed that that lust in the flesh moved mankind to sin actions. So the Messiah came to destroy the source from which man acted out sin by the law of Moses and by the knowledge of good and evil.